Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about Memorandum of Understanding and Memorandum of Association. These two are different terms, so remember this. And watch the video till end because it is going to be very informative. And as we proceed further in this video, you'll get to know more about this and their importance. Okay? See, most of you guys are watching my video right now, which might include directors, consultants, quality consultants, hospital directors, and hospital management staffs, nursing, doctors. They are already experienced and they know everything about MOU. But some of you are joined at fresher level or as a fresher. So my purpose is to serve you better via this video. Okay, so now let's begin with our topic. See, before starting the differences, I just want to clarify the full forms, okay? So MOU stands for Memorandum of Understanding and MOA stands for Memorandum of Association. These two are different from each other. I'll tell you how. So MOU is basically a document which gives the broad concepts of their goals, plans and objectives of both the parties. Okay, and on the other hand, Memorandum of Association is also a kind of document which gives the detailed description of specific responsibilities and action taken by. Right? So MOU is very widely used in hospital rather than Memorandum of Association. Okay, so the power of MOU increases where it is notary stamped, and this is very important part. Okay, just writing everything in the A4 paper is not the MOU thing. Okay, so the point is, how do you write an MOU? If you want, then I'll make a different video for this, the step procedure for making an MOU. But this time I'll just tell you the context or the contents of the agreement. So the point is, how do you write an MOU? So before start making an MOU, you just know certain things about this. Okay, the first one is it should be legal paper, and second thing is it should be notary stamped. Right? So firstly, you have to write the effective date from when you are making that MOU. Okay? The second thing is you have to write the names of both the parties, and you should refer that as first party and second party. Okay? The detail, address and the name of both the parties you have to write in that MOU part. Okay? Then the context of the agreement, the subject matter. Okay, what kind of services you want to provide to other organizations. Then you have to write the tenure and the duration. It might be 1 year, 3 year or 5 year. It totally depends upon you that at what period of time you want services from other hospital or other organization. Okay, then finally you have to mention the witnesses and the signature of both the parties. So what is the point of making an MOU rather than saying it verbally? So these MOU or these agreements are used to solve the disputes between both the parties. So it allows both the parties to clearly state their objectives and what they expect from each other. Okay, so they communicate the mutually accepted expectations involved in the negotiation. So MOU reduces the level of uncertainty because it usually highlights the expectations, their objectives and the goals of both the parties to avoid the future disagreements. Right? So drafting an MOU is also very important in NABH because when you go through that NABH book, you will see in most of the objective elements you have to make the MOU. For example, for disastrous condition, for non-availability of beds, like this. So this is the overall detail of Memorandum of Understanding. And if you want to know more about the format, that how to make that MOU part, then please comment below. I'll make a different video for this. Okay, I hope you like my video, and if you really do, then please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.